Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Holly from hollygrace.ca and I'm super excited to be back here on my YouTube channel to bring you a great video. So I've been contemplating for a while now jumping into the world of sublimation, and I've been on the fence about it, but I am so glad that I took a leap off that fence and decided to try it out because it has opened a whole new world of crafting for me. So I wanted to share with you a very beginner project, and hopefully this will inspire you if you're on the fence like I was about sublimation, just to take that dive and get off the fence and try it out because it really is fantastic. So today I'm going to be featuring the Sawgrass SG500 printer. It's a very user-friendly printer, and I'm going to walk you through the Sawgrass software and show you how easy it is to start creating. So let's jump right into the project. Just before I go though and we get started, I do want to remind you to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any upcoming future videos.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Okay everyone, so what I've done here is I've just opened up a new internet tab, and we're going to go ahead and we're just going to type in Sawgrass, and then we're going to go right to the sawgrassinc.com site. Now I'm already signed in here, so if you haven't signed in, then you just go ahead and sign in, and then we're going to go over here to Creative Studio. And I'm going to open Creative Studio, and I'm going to show you how easy it is just to create a simple mug design. So we're going to go here to start creating, and then this takes us to the Creative Studio design area. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to search for our blank. So that's why it always starts on the blank product screen, because most times when you start a project you're going to start at this portion of the design process. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click on drinkware, and I'm just going to go ahead and just maybe narrow my search down a bit, and I'm going to search for a ceramic mug. So I'm gonna go down here and we want to find, I believe it's this one, the 15 ounce. Yeah, sorry, it shows you over here on the right hand side, accent sublimation blank ceramic mug. It says white with the blue rim handle. I mean, it doesn't really matter what handle you have, but you want to make sure that you have the 15 ounce design. Now when you see here, this is going to show you your design space. So this is where you can put your design. Now I've already done up my image, so I'm just going to go ahead down here to galleries on the left hand side, and I'm going to go to my images. Now I do need to upload it. I haven't uploaded it yet, so we just click on upload image, and then we're going to click upload here, and then it's going to be in my most recent download. So this is the image that I want to use here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click open. Then we just have to click save, but before we do that, you can change the name here so it's easier for you to find it. So I'm just going to change this to like maybe Dad Mario or something, and then I can find it more easily if I need to search for it again. So I'm going to click save, and then what that's going to do is it's going to add it into my images over here on the left hand side, and then if I just click that, it's going to put it onto my mug. Now I do want to edit this image just a little bit. I do want to add my kids' names under here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to zoom in so you can see better here. Maybe there. Oh, let's zoom out a bit so you can see my full thing here. If we go over here on the left hand side to text and just click that, there are uploaded texts, so that's your fonts. I haven't actually uploaded any of my own yet, but then there's also Creative Studio fonts that you can use. And if you look here, you'll notice there are a ton of fonts down here. So that's 10, right? If I click 10, look at how much it's jumping here. 15, 20. So we're at 25 pages so far of fonts, and we're only at the letter L. So that's pretty great. I'm going to go ahead here, but I am going to, actually, I'm just going to pick something simple. I kind of like this one here, this Luckiest Guy font. Okay, and then, so then I just click it here. It's going to give you like a prototype sentence over here, but you can just type whatever you want. So I'm going to type my daughter's name there, and then I'm just going to move it down to the portion of my design where I want it. And maybe let's shrink it up a bit here. Sorry, and then if you're over here on the right hand side, you can shrink it down. I like to put it in place where I want it and then do my shrinking. So again, we're going to add another text box, and this one is going to be for my son. And then again, I'm going to move it over into the spot where we want it, and then I'm going to shrink it down just a titch there. Now this is the other interesting thing. You can change the fill color, so we can change the color of the font here. I'm going to go with a nice like Mario red. Actually, maybe, you know what, I like blue. I'm going to go with blue here. So I'm just going to slide the color bar down. But a neat thing though is if you want an actual color match to something, you can put in the number of the color, and you can get that exact color. So a neat little hack here is I have this color picker app. This is an add-on to Google Chrome, but this is called Color Pick, and I can add this here. And then what I can do is I can hover over my image here, and I can get the exact color that I want. So if I go over the blue and click that, it's going to give me the exact color. Sorry, I clicked off of it. Let me go here again. It's going to give me that number there. See? So if I go over, let me go over here. You know, I think it's messing up because I'm zoomed out. So there's the green. So I can copy and paste that number, and then I can go ahead and I can click off there, click off of it, and then I can actually paste that number in there and see how that gives me the exact color. So there, but actually, you know what? I want that for Ava's name, not for that one. So we're going to change that there. There we go. And I'm going to, oh, sorry, I'm still on. There we go. Now I'm just going to change Doug's name because I want his to be the blue, actually, of the Mario. So, or of his mushroom, sorry. So let me go over here and find his mushroom. There we go. Copy this number. And then I'm going to exit out of the color picker. And then I'm going to change his number down here to that exact color. There we go. Okay, so that's just a neat little way that you can change the colors. Now again, that's not part of Sawgrass, that's an add-on, and if you want, I will link the link to at the bottom on the description of this video. I will link to that color picker app that you can download for Chrome. Okay, so now we have our image here. Now I do want to actually just crop this image a bit because I am getting, when I downloaded it, I'm getting this border here. So I want to crop it. Oops. Undo, sorry. I want to crop out that weird kind of border thing. I don't want those lines on the side of my mug. So I'm going to crop that. And let's see if that gets rid of those, these lines here for my image. There we go. That's better. Okay, now I have to shrink it down because I changed it. So now when we click off of there, and let's just click on Dougie's name so we can see. You can see there that it's I don't have that harsh black line there anymore. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to make sure that this is in place where I want it. I'm just going to move it a bit, just a bit. I want it moved over just a titch. So I'm just doing some final fine tuning here. Okay, I think that looks good. So now what we're going to do is all we have to do now is we just have to hit print. So this takes you to the print settings screens. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your printer is connected. The tray is correct, US letter size. You want to make sure you mirror your image. And then very important, you want to make sure that you select the right product. So we are doing a ceramic mug, and you want to make sure that you have the right paper as well, depending on what paper you have. Then these settings are all correct here. We don't have to change any of those. And we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to hit print. Now that is going to send this project to the print manager. So it tells you that it's been successfully queued. Now I have this little PM up here at the top of my screen. That means my print manager is open. So I'm just waiting for the print manager to pop up. And once that pops up, then we're ready to go. Okay, so here's our print manager. It's popping up, it's loading the image, and again, you can double check, make sure it's mirrored. If it's not, you can always check that off here. Make sure the ceramic mug setting is correct and the tray is right, and then all we have to do is just hit print. I did also want to just mention that I have hooked up my Sawgrass printer to my computer with the USB cord included, but you can also do this printer with Wi-Fi. So once my design is printed out, I'm just going to use a pair of scissors just to trim around the design and trim off the excess paper. Now, if you're doing bulk projects, you can get the most out of your project by doing them multiple ones on the same paper so you don't waste a lot of paper. But for this project, I'm just using just one. So but that's something to keep in mind for the future. Then I'm going to tape my design onto my mug here using the heat resistant tape. So I'm just going to line it up where I want it, and then I'm going to tape it down. When you're taping down your design, you want to make sure you tape down the full design so that no air gets in between the paper and the mug. Then I'm going to slide the mug here into my heat press. I'm using the tumbler press from the PYD Life Company. I just got this press. I'm going to be having another video about that soon. More settings and functions about the press in particular, but for now we're just going to continue on with the video here. So once I've pressed it for the recommended time, I'm going to remove the tape from the paper once the mug has cooled. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I did mess up my setting times. I didn't have my heat press high enough, so I did have to press it again. So the correct setting times is 400 degrees for 210 seconds. So you want to make sure that you really make sure your setting times are correct. But here is my finished mug. For my first sublimation project, I think this turned out pretty good. So I'm really happy with this. And what I really love about the sublimation is the intricacy of the designs that you can do. So it really ups your crafting game. All right, guys. So there you have it. My first foray into... Foray? Is that the right word? Anyways, my first project in sublimation. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what kind of sublimation projects you want to see. I'm just getting started. So please hit that subscribe button and we can learn along the way together. I would really love to have you join my community here on YouTube. And again, let me know in the comments what kind of projects, what sublimation projects you want to see, and we can tackle them together. So thanks so much and stay tuned for another video. Bye.